A big game for the Reading Fightin Phils as they ride a 2-game win streak coming into a cold and windy Friday night contest at Delta Dental Stadium. Emily Messina on the airwaves bringing you today's game number 4 of the 6-game set against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, the Toronto Blue Jays affiliates. The Fightin Phils 6-12 on the season. The Fisher Cats 9-9. It'll be Adam Leverett, the righty, versus right-hander Max Castillo, who is warming up on the mound. He'll be throwing to Ryan Gold back behind the plate. It's Robertson in left, Cook in center, Espino in right. Morris and De Los Santos remain on the left side of the infield, and Lantigua, and a new face in the lineup as John Aiello is over at first base. Reading coming off a big 5-1 victory last night. Vito Friscia and Jack Conley both had solo shots in the night. Starter Noah Skiro got the win of 5 innings of clean work. No earned runs allowed, and the bullpen was absolutely immaculate in the contest. So looking forward to today's game. As Reading has won back-to-back contests, it'll be Vito Friscia who leads us up, Ali Castillo, Jalen Ortiz, and Logan O'Hoppe in the 1-4 spots. Castillo coming off an Eastern League Player of the Week selection after his appearances against Hartford, 2 starts there. No earned runs allowed, just 1 hit on the boards. The righty takes a step back, kicks and fires, and we are ready to go. 6:38, a first pitch strike here to Vito Friscia. 50 degrees, though it feels like 40. 15-mile-an-hour winds coming in from left field as a wild pitch gets away. 1-1. Phillies picked up a big win against the Rockies last night, sweeping them at home. That was an amazing feat after losing a couple of games in Colorado, and now they'll head to the New York Mets. A big contest for the Phillies that will really showcase how far they have come this season. Here's the 3-0 to Friscia. He takes a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Big thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Gigi from Perth, Australia, appreciate you joining. Miss ya. Hope you're doing well down under. And to everybody else tuning in, don't forget you can comment on our Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch praises. As Friscia fouls one back, the count is now full. Second opportunity as a leadoff hitter for Friscia. He's had games with back-to-back home runs, hoping he can keep that going here. The Fightins out in their road grays, the Fisher Cats, and their home whites. As he steps in the righty batter's box, wide stance. Castillo kicks and fires, the 3-0 swing and a miss, and Vito Friscia takes out number 1 with him back to the dugout. And there's one away here for Ali Castillo. Big Castillo and Castillo matchup as he draws something in the dirt with his bat and then steps into the righty batter's box. Had yesterday off, so we'll see him over at second base today. Keeps a pretty open stance in the batter's box, looking to draw a lot of power as he takes strike 1. Lights are on here at the ballpark, although it's very sunny, a couple of clouds overhead. The shade has covered the infield, the outfield, pretty much in the sun. Another called strike into Castillo, and he's down 0-2 in the count. Max Castillo on the mound has started 3 games so far this season with a foul ball back. He has a 3.86 ERA in 14 innings of work. Just 6 earned runs allowed. 21 total strikeouts. And does have some experience with Double-A. Did pitch in 21 games here for the Fisher Cats last season. Castillo pokes it into the hole on the right side of the infield. He'll get a base hit here in the first. Reading has a runner on and just one out. They're usually working from down behind. Even yesterday, the Fisher Cats scored a run in the first inning. Reading trying to work for out in front for one time here. We'll see if they can start things off early, give Adam Leverett some run support. Castillo comes home inside, 94-95 with the fastball here to Jalen Ortiz, who also had the night off yesterday. There's a called strike outside. They're going to check on Castillo over there. Certainly pretty good speed on the base path. Castillo set, glove at the waist. He comes home. Ortiz gets caught up on the inside. There's a foul ball. Castillo definitely a risk to try to take second. We've seen Reading be a lot more aggressive on the base pass lately, and I think that has really helped them manufacture some runs. And if you can't hit him out, that's certainly a way to do it, as Ortiz goes down swinging. Out number 2 here for Reading, and it'll be on Logan O'Hoppe, who had a nice 2-hit contest yesterday. Team leading 13 hits under his belt. Another righty for Castillo to battle here with a runner on and 2 outs. Reading, of course, would love to get on the board early, get a little bit of run support for Adam Leverett. And they're going to check on Castillo again. Little cold, little windy today, as it has been in our series against New Hampshire. Game 4 of 6 here on the road before we hit Portland, Maine next week. Runner going, the throw down to second, and he slides in safe. Castillo, his first stolen base of the season. And he gets himself into scoring position here with Logan O'Hoppe at the plate. There's a strike into O'Hoppe. He's batting .236, 8 RBIs on the season. 2 outs on the board, runner on second. Line drive out to center field. Cook backing up, and he'll take a couple steps in and then make the catch. That'll do it. Reading strands a runner on, but they fail to score. 0 across the boards as we head into the bottom of the first. Adam Leverett out in just a moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Here we go into the bottom of the first inning. Adam Leverett back in his 4th start of the season. Reading was not able to get some run support on the board for him. They did have a hit, but failed to bring him across, so we'll see if he can set down the Fisher Cats here in order and get off to a good start for the Fightin' Phils. They have struggled in the first inning. Let's be blunt about that. They've allowed 21 runs across. They've only scored 3 to start things off. So I think if they can get out of the first inning, they'll be golden. Leverett has a 6 ERA in the first inning, but just a 6.91 overall. So if he can settle down and get out of the first, I think this will be a really great game for the Fightin' Phils, as Tanner Morris, who's been the leadoff hitter all game, shoots one up the middle for a base hit to start things off. It'll be Morris, Lantigua, De Los Santos, and Cook. Those are your 1 through 4 batters. Leverett throwing to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. The outfield looks a little different today. Jack Conley, who's been playing out there, is over in left. Madison Stokes will take center, and now we'll see Jalen Ortiz back in right field. Wendell Rijo, Jonathan Guzman, of course, the left side of the infield, as the first pitch to Lantigua is fouled back. And then Ali Castillo and Aldrin Corridor, both new to the Fightin' Phils this season, though we've seen them in the past, are on the right side of the infield. Bunt sign shown by Lantigua, but he chooses to pull back here. Shadows starting to come across left field. Center and right are in the sun. We'll see if that impacts any plays throughout the contest. Leverett will work with the runner on. Out of the stretch, he steps up on the first base side and gets a huge swing of the miss, 94 miles an hour, to Lantigua. We did see him yesterday. It was his birthday yesterday. Only reached 1 on an error, did not record a hit. Leverett's pitched 14 and a third innings so far this season, and he'll choose to go over to first. Corridor is awaiting the catch. He does have sunglasses out there, but diving back is Tanner Morris. Just 1 stolen base on the season so far. Louis Krupa, the crew chief, calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate. Taylor Witt over at first. And Tanner Moore at third. Foul ball back by Lantigua. He'll stay alive. Runner on, nobody out here. Bottom of the first inning. Both teams have recorded 1 hit. Fisher Cats have come on strong to begin these past 3 games. Ground ball left side. It's foul, no good. Reading has had a couple double plays that have gotten them out of the inning, so we'll see if perhaps Leverett could do something like that and get a quick 2 outs. Typically pretty even on the ground ball and fly out situation. His career high strikeout count has been 8. He's recorded 5 in an outing this season, as he sends one low and inside for a ball. Hunter Marquardt Salgazzo reserves for the Fightin' Phils in today's game. A couple of players on the injured list over there, hoping to have updates on them soon if we can. Another foul ball back, and we'll go again. Certainly pushing Leverett's pitch count here in the first. Obviously, manager Sean Williams looking to keep his starter in as long as he can. He got 5 innings out of Noah Skiro yesterday. 80 pitches. We'll see if Leverett can do the same as pitch number 8 of the at-bat comes in. And he gets some high heat, a big strikeout, 94 out of Leverett, and there is a huge out number 1. With a runner on, here is De Los Santos. De Los Santos a double yesterday, but not much on the board at all for the Fisher Cats. They only recorded 3 hits in yesterday's contest, so pretty quiet at bats. Reading using their best bullpen relievers as well. Moore, Carr, and Sullivan all pitched clean outings. Leverett will take this opportunity to look back at Morris on first. Now he kicks and fires home. Away, it's going to get by O'Hoppe, and the runner is going to move to second on a wild pitch. So, runner in scoring position that kind of erases the double play ball as De Los Santos comes up. 1-1 count here. Leverett, you could see his jersey blowing in the wind out there on the mound. Looks back at second, comes home to Ohapi down and away. And there's ball number 2. Lights are on here at the ballpark. The shadows coming on through the field. Couple of clouds in the sky, but still daytime. And a slow hit ground ball moves foul. Certainly cold out today, though not as bad as the last few nights, which is saying something because it is freezing out there. Talking to the guys in the dugout, trying to use the heater down there that is kind of ginormous. It looks like a smoker, to be honest. Sitting in the dugout, trying to keep warm with those bullpen guys who are called up in an instant, doing their best to stay hot. Ground ball left side. Rijo backhands over to first. And Corridor struggles to keep it in his glove, but he had it in there long enough to create an out, a controlled out. And there is one. Morris forced to stay on second. 2 outs on the board here for Zach Cook. Cook, the center fielder in today's contest, comes in with a .225 batting average. The first batter from the left side that Leverett will have to face. First pitch right down the middle for a called strike. It's amazing how he's able to bring down his 94-mile-an-hour fastball to 81 off-speed pitch. Really stuns the batter. And right there, Cook not able to do anything with it. So he takes a first pitch strike. Makes contact, fouls it back. Conley coming over, but he runs out of room. And quickly, the batter's down 0-2. Infield back deep here. Castillo motioning to Ortiz to step in a little bit. You can see the flags out in left center field are really pushing in right now, stiff in the wind. I would be very impressed if we saw a ball go out today, just trying to battle that. Here's the 0-2, ripped foul down the first baseline into the stands. Not many fans here at the ballpark, more certainly than we've seen the past 2 games, a nice Friday night, but everybody is bundled up down there. A couple hundred fans here. A lot of people in the suite section. And with an 0-2 count to Zach Cook here, Leverett's going to look back at second. Guzman keeping him on. He'll come home, and he just misses inside 1-2. Doubleheader on Wednesday was split by both teams. New Hampshire won the first game 10-2. Reading won the second game 5-2 as Leverett requests a new baseball out on the field. Reading was dominant yesterday in a 5-1 win, so they lead the series 2-1 here. And looking, of course, to take a third. And there's a called strike 3. Louis Krupa rings up Zach Cook. Leverett gets out number 3 and strands a runner on second. So to the second we go, scoreless here at Delta Dental Stadium. We'll be right back in just a moment.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Top of the second, we go scoreless here at Delta Dental Stadium. Both teams allowed a hit and a runner on, but they left them stranded on second. So Reading will try to score first as Aldrum Corridor steps in and takes a first pitch strike. Castillo, 17 pitches to get out of the first inning. Leverett, 19, so pretty comparable first inning for the starters. Castillo, though, does work quick as he gets a swing and a miss out of Corridor. He's had one hit for the Fightin Phils after coming off the injured list to start this series. Did pitch in the Eastern League, did play in the Eastern League last season with Harrisburg and the Nationals organization as he fouls one back into the net behind home plate. On deck, Vito Freesia in the hole, Madison Stokes. So those will be your next couple of batters in this inning. Castillo, of course, received the Pitcher of the Week for the Eastern League last series against Hartford as Corridor fouls this one into the dugout. There he takes the ball. Good frame by Goldman. He wanted the call for that. Just try to hold it in the zone, see if Louis Krupa will give it to him, but he did not. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The righty kicks and fires in the dirt. Corridor holds off, and the count is even here. Last season in Double-A, 251 average, 83 hits, was really good at driving them in, 52 RBIs on the season. And there's a called strike 3. He's rung up by Krupa. And there is strikeout number 3 for Max Castillo. Castillo, originally signed as an international free agent out of Venezuela in 2015. Just 22 years old, so pretty young on the Double-A front. Certainly not the youngest. Both of these teams have 20 and 21-year-olds. And if we flash back a couple of years ago, Vlad Guerrero Jr. was just 19 in Double-A. And we'll talk about he and Bo Bichette's amazing year here as Wendell Rijo gets it in the hole on the left side. And Reading has another base runner here with 1 out in the second. Hoping to turn this into something as he hands the bat over to Madison Stokes. Stokes continuing his on-base streak. Yesterday, he walked twice, and so brings that to 7 games in a row that he's reached base successfully, includes both games of the doubleheader. Castillo's going to go back to first, doesn't tag him in time. Stokes doesn't have any stolen bases on the season, but certainly the kind of guy who can take one if he sees the right opportunity. Swing and a miss. Wendell Rijo has a team high 3 stolen bases. And with the pitch clock here, it's certainly becoming more of an opportunity for some of these batters to head over to second. You only get 2 step-offs, so there was 1 for Castillo as he sends a strike to Madison Stokes. 18 seconds with a runner on and 14 seconds with no runners. So once Castillo sees that clock winding down to about 5 seconds, he's no longer focusing on the runner. And Rijo will have quite a jump, and there he goes. The throw down from Gold. The tag, he's safe. And Reading gets a runner in scoring position here. Second stolen base of the game. Rijo, a team high 4 extra bags. And now he'll be in scoring position here with just 1 out on the board. Stokes down 0-2. Castillo really keeping an eye on Rijo here. Now he'll send the pitch home, down and away. Good block by Gold. Of course, anything past him. And Rijo is sure to move over. And there's a called strike 3. Stokes is rung up, says something to Krupa behind the plate, but he'll head back to the dugout. Big strikeout for Castillo, 4 on the day. And here is Jack Conley, who has become a surprisingly important part of this everyday lineup. The backup catcher has played left and right field for the Fightins this season. He's recorded 3 outfield assists. He's on quite an on-base streak as well, I believe 9 games. As he pokes one down into right, tracking over Espino, he makes the grab on the run, and that will do it. Another inning. Reading strands a runner on, so scoreless into the bottom half of the second. Adam Leverett will come back in, just 19 pitches under his belt in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives, working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Bottom of the second, Adam Leverett back for another inning of work. Just 19 pitches under his belt. He allowed a hit in the first inning, but nothing across. Reading threatened in both the first and the second, but they couldn't bring anything home, so we're scoreless here in the bottom of the second. In the heart of New Hampshire's order, the designated hitter today, Phil Clark, steps in the lefty bottom's box. Leverett kicks and fires just a little bit low. Rijo playing in at third, everybody else pretty much back deep. Leverett sends this pitch on the outside corner, but it's a ball. It'll be Clark, Espino, and Robertson for the Fisher Cats. They do have a hit under their belt, but he was stranded out on second. Off speed goes Leverett. He brings it from 94 to 80 and stuns Phil Clark for strike number 1. Leverett trying to work quickly against the pitch clock. There is strike number 2, and the count is even here. Last year, Leverett saw time in 3 different levels, from high A Jersey Shore to AAA. He was kind of the fill-in man, but really proved himself as he gets a big swing and a miss out of Phil Clark. Strike out number 3 and out number 1 here in the second. And that's what the Phillies are looking for, a guy that can adapt to any role and fill in easily. That's why they have so many guys change positions in the outfield. That's why they have so many utility players, guys that could start, guys that can relieve. And it really has worked out for Adam Leverett as Sebastian Espino takes a called strike. He checked his swing. They checked with Tanner Moore out there on first. And strike number 1. Leverett comes home a bunt attempt, but it's foul. And that's strike 2. We probably won't see another bunt attempt from Espino here with 2 strikes. A foul ball back with a bunt. And strike 3 is actually an out. Otherwise, you could keep bunting forever until you lay down the perfect one. So he puts his back on his shoulder and he takes a ball. Digging in his right foot. He doesn't step out all the way as he gets ready to go. Leverett pretty quick here, though, waiting the sign from catcher Logan O'Hoppe. Glove at the chest. Here's the 1-2 outside. The count moves 2-2. Good number of people out at the Hilton Inn. That's out in left center field watching from the deck of the hotel. This is popped over the head of Corridor. And tracking over is Ortiz. The throw into second, not in time. What an interesting blooper for a double. And so Espino will get himself on second in scoring position with Will Robertson up to bat and just one out on the board. Kind of an awkward play for Corridor to back up and make since he was playing closer to first. Good hustle by Castillo at second base, but ultimately it was Jalen Ortiz who made the play. And the righty now will have to work with a runner on and just one out for Robertson. Smoke down to right field. Ortiz reads this perfectly and makes the catch. Tagging and going is Espino. Here's the throw, the tag by Rijo. Just not in time, but what a bullet by Ortiz out and right. And New Hampshire has a runner 90 feet from home with 2 outs on the board and the catcher Ryan Gold up to bat. Gold has not seen much playing time this season. We did see him in Game 2 of the doubleheader, just walked, otherwise 0 for 2. We're giving a moment here for Rijo to tie his cleat. As the lefty Gold steps into the batter's box. Runner on third, 2 outs. First pitch, ground ball to second. Castillo ranges over, and that'll do it here. Another runner stranded on. 0-0 into the top of the third we go. We'll be back in just one moment.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Jonathan Guzman will lead us off here, the number 9 hitter for the Fightin' Phils. Still tied at 0, top of the third. The Fightins have 2 hits. The Fisher Cats have 2 hits. But looking to change that here as Max Castillo comes out and pitches a ball to Guzman. Under the Mendoza line, hitting 175, the 22-year-old just getting his feet wet in Double-A this year. Will hold off on a pitch below the knees, 2-0. Guzman has been very impressive at shortstop, has not made an error there yesterday, had a hit and a walk. And just seeing if he can get on base here for his team as he takes ball 3. Shadows coming across left field, just really center that's still in the sun. And there is ball number 4, so Jonathan Guzman will head down to first base on a free pass. The first issued by Max Castillo. And Reading an opportunity here with a runner on and nobody out. We go back to the top of the order in Vito Friscia. Friscia, I was told last night, before he hit his home run, he promised a group of kids in the stands that he would deliver for them. And he left it all till the 9th inning as Guzman takes a base, but he's poked out. A great throw down to second. And Reading, who had a runner on, will now not have a runner on and will have an out to their name. Tough go for the Fightin' Phils there. And a 0-1 count here to Friscia. Manager Sean Williams has tried to pick a leadoff hitter all season long. He's had quite a number of people sub in and out of that spot. It was supposed to be Simone Muzziotti, but he was sent to Philadelphia, then came back and got injured. So there really hasn't been a leadoff hitter. But Vito Friscia falling nicely in the role as he gets a base knock by the second baseman. And Reading will replace that runner on first now, but with one out. Here's Ali Castillo. He had a hit back in the first. No score. Reading trying to get on the board early if they can. They've been pretty good about knocking the starter out. Of course, the Fisher Cats used quite a number of pitchers in the bullpen last night, especially within the doubleheader too. So probably a little short-staffed over there, and we'll look to see Castillo get at least through 5 as he has in the past. And he'll come home to Castillo, who sends this down the right field line. It drops fair. What a perfectly hit ball all the way to the wall. Espino tracking it. And a double for Ali Castillo as he points to the dugout. Cheers. As 2 runners in scoring position for Reading with just 1 out. What a piece of hitting from the righty just to get it with the end of his bat and send it into no man's land. Friscia only able to get to third. And there's 2 on and 1 out here for the heavy hitter, Jalen Ortiz. 3 home runs on the season. Just game number 18 of 138 happening here tonight. Quite a long season ahead of us that ends on September 19th. Castillo kicks and fires Ortiz right into the glove of De Los Santos at second. They try to tie up Castillo. He's able to get back in time, so it's just an out on the board, but there is 2 for Reading, and they are just trying to capitalize with runners in scoring position here. Maybe a foot higher, and that ball would have trickled into left for Ortiz, but instead, 2 outs for Logan O'Hoppe. That's Friscia on third, Castillo on second. O'Hoppe takes a strike on the outside corner, confirms with Krupa the height and width of the pitch. Top of the third here, scoreless at Delta Dental Stadium, game 4 of 6 here in New Hampshire. Fightin's on the road for 2 weeks. O'Hoppe ground ball. Castillo gets away from it. A good throw over, though, by De Los Santos, and that'll do it. Reading strands 2 runners on here in the third. Well, they're getting them on, and that's a good sign. And hopefully throughout the game they can get them home, but scoreless into the bottom half. Adam Leverett back for another inning.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phil's front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the third inning, Adam Leverett here, just 31 pitches under his belt. Allowed just 2 hits, but no runs across here as he faces the number 9 hitter. We haven't seen him yet, John Aiello. His first appearance at the plate in this series, and back to the top of the order goes the Fisher Cats. Aiello, just 5 games under his belt this season, 286 average. As he takes a pitch outside. Aiello, actually from my hometown area, Lansdale, Pennsylvania, was a 2018 draft pick in the 14th round. Went to college at Wake Forest as he takes a swinging strike. 1-1 the count here. Listed on the roster as an infield, does getting the start at first base today. Leverett sends home the 1-1, just a little bit low. Reading 4 hits, New Hampshire 2. Defense has been pretty clean so far. Yesterday, both teams made an error. Aiello chases a pitch in the dirt, and the count moves to 2-2. Just 4 hits on this young season. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity for playing time. See if he can take advantage of what he's given today, but he's called out on strikes as he heads back to the dugout. Out number 1 here for Adam Leverett and the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the third. I mentioned 5 strikeouts, the season high for Adam Leverett. 8 strikeouts, the career high. He did last July on the 30th versus Somerset. And he is certainly well on his way to surpassing 5. With 4 under his belt, he sends a first pitch strike to Tanner Morris. Morris reached on a single and moved over on a wild pitch. He's had a pretty good series. He's been the leadoff hitter this entire time. Yesterday had 2 hits. Also recorded 1 in the doubleheader. He's been pretty solid Blue Jays prospect. Did struggle in the last series against Altoona. Only recorded 2 hits the entire time, but certainly having much better series here. Pokes it off the end of his bat. Guzman, an easy play. And there is out number 2. Josh Akemi, the starting first baseman for Reading, getting the day off today. Aldrum Corridor over there, making the play successfully. And here is Rafael Lantigua with 2 outs. Righty batter against the righty Leverett. Struck out already. And he takes the first pitch off speed, 81. Leverett really been getting those off-speed strikes here to start off this game. Sun setting back behind home plate, so shadows all on the field shouldn't impact any plays as of now. Leverett keeps the off-speed. Lantigua way out in front, just gets a piece of it for strike 2. Infield, outfield, back deep, 2 outs on the board. Adam misses up and away, 92 miles an hour. Really been hovering between 92 and 94. And he misses outside again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Antigua 229 hitter coming into today's game. Nobody in the 300s anymore for the Fisher Cats. Reading's pitching has really shut them down these past few games. Fly ball out to right. Ortiz tracking over by the warning track. He'll make the grab. What a nice 3 up, 3 down inning for the Fightin' Phils, and they'll be right back up to bat in the 4th in just a moment here. Tied at 0 on either side.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Max Castillo here in the top of the 4th inning, just 43 pitches under his belt. Man, are these starters going tit for tat here. Leverett is 44 through 3. Castillo's allowed 4 hits, Leverett just 2. Clean on the board on either side. 0-0 the score. Aldrum Corridor will lead us off here. Looking to change that. Reading trying to get on the board first. Top of the 4th at Delta Dental Stadium. Takes a first pitch strike. He struck out at the hands of Castillo his first time up. And now he comes home outside once again. On this day in baseball town history, throwing it back to 2017, I couldn't find one against New Hampshire for this day as Corridor grounds sharply to De Los Santos over to first, and there is out number 1. So had to go with the game against the Portland Sea Dogs, making their 6th straight win. Scott Kingery, if you remember him, was able to get on with an error by the center fielder. He couldn't see the ball in a twilight sky. It dropped in, and he was able to score on the next batter's pop-up to shallow right that they couldn't find as well. So Scott Kingery, the hero for the Fightin' Phils back in 2011. Or back in 2017, certainly had such a tumultuous history with the Fightin' Phils and with the Phillies as Wendell Rijo takes a ball and a strike. Actually, Scott Kingery's birthday. So what a interesting piece of information as Wendell Rijo sends a fly ball deep to left. And man, if that wind was not coming in, that would have sailed out for Rijo. But instead, just a long fly ball. And it's out number 2. What are the odds it's Scott Kingery's birthday today? That's very interesting. course, drafted by the Phillies in the second round in 2015. Still with the team. Injured right now, but still with Philadelphia. Here's Madison Stokes. He takes the first pitch strike. And then one on the outside corner. Stokes was caught looking. His first time up was, of course, such an important prospect for Reading last year. Was with us the whole season, a very consistent hitter, and of course won the Broadway Charlie Wagner Unsung Hero Award for all of his contributions. And of course he's continued that this year. He has played every infield and outfield position, which is such a definition of a utility player as he chases one down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Did have an error at third base yesterday, which was very out of the blue for Madison Stokes. Last year he only made 6 errors all season. Here's the 2-2 outside, and it's a full count. But he is comfortable moving anywhere. Loves shortstop. Loves third, but in the outfield here, center today with Simone Musiotti on the injured list. Infield back deep, outfield is as well. 2 outs on the board. Here's the payoff pitch. Castillo thought it was strike 3, and it is. Stokes can't believe it. Looked like ball 4 to me on the outside corner, but Krupa says, and so it's done. Strikeout for Madison Stokes to end the inning. Reading goes 3 up, 3 down as well, so quickly into the bottom of the 4th we go, scoreless at Delta Dental Stadium.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, it's been a quiet first 3.5, and we'll see if Adam Leverett can keep it that way in the bottom of the 4th inning. He sat down the Fisher Cats in order in the 3rd, and he comes in here with just 44 pitches under his belt, as De Los Santos, Cook, and Clark are going to be the first 3 he sees here. Sean Williams has let him out for as much as 78 pitches. We've seen a couple guys go into the mid-80s this series, their 4th time around, so I think with the way he's rolling, Sean will give him a little bit of work, but we'll see how it goes as the righty faces De Los Santos and sends a first pitch below the knees. He's allowed just 2 hits, hasn't issued a free pass as of yet, 1 wild pitch under his name. But honestly, he just looks really confident out there. He looks like he believes in his stuff. He's working quickly and quietly against these batters as he sneaks 91 past De Los Santos. And he makes him chase. Ohapi is going to make the catch easily and throw it down to first on a drop 3rd strike. And that will do it here as he touches his season high 5 strikeouts and gets a quick out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th for Zach Cook. Cook has really struggled to get on the bases and certainly needs to take advantage when he can, only in his second professional season as he fouls one back. Certainly not a lot of experience under his belt. And, of course, Toronto's hoping that some more at-bats, some more games can certainly make the world of a difference after being signed as a free agent in 2020 amidst the pandemic. Last year, his first season of work, low A and high A, so first double A time here this season, drafting out of University of Texas, Arlington. Leverett against the lefty batter. Just a little bit below. Good frame by O'Hoppe, but doesn't get the call. With the lefty bat, Guzman shifted a little bit over closer to second. He can't cross that threshold. There has to be two infielders to the left, two infielders to the right. As O'Hoppe takes a back foot slider for a ball. But Guzman, of course, if he could, would shift beyond second base. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks. Gets Zach Cook. And that is a huge out number 2 for Adam Leverett, who is just dealing today. So 2 outs on the board. Back-to-back strikeouts here. And he gets a first pitch below the knees. Phil Clark had a really good first game of the doubleheader, but since then he's kind of fallen down a little bit. Does have the highest batting average as the designated hitter, has caught in a couple of games for the Fisher Cats in this series. As he pops one foul, it'll go into the stands for strike number 2. And I feel like has already reached one pinnacle of a baseball career in winning the College World Series with Vanderbilt. And he was such a crucial part of that. I know such a big victory for baseball players as he belts this one into left. It'll drop in front of Jack Conley, and the Fisher Cats will continue with a runner on and 2 outs for Sebastian Espino. Espino, a team-high 12 RBIs, has somehow only done that on 9 hits. Which you talk about being able to get the job done with scoring position, he has. A righty, though, that Leverett is typically better at facing. And he'll send him a first pitch ball down and inside. Clark, listed as a catcher, does not have any stolen bases, so I would be surprised if he tried to take second here. Leverett will keep an eye on him. He'll turn around. Shuffling off is Clark. Leverett steps off. You only get 2 step-offs as the second base umpire there, Taylor Witt, raises a finger. 2 step-offs per at-bat, and then if you step up a third time, it has to result in an out, or a runner is able to move. Pop-up fly ball. Ortiz tracking over. It's in foul territory. It's going to end up in the second row of seats down the right field line. Good effort by Jalen Ortiz. Just can't climb into the bleachers. So won't be able to do anything there. And we'll have to reset with a runner on and 2 outs. Leverett looking back, making sure Ortiz is in position. And there's a ball upstairs above the letters here to Espino, 2-1. Leverett's going to take a second to look back. He only has 1 step off. And that is the second one, as the call is made by Taylor Witt. big swing and a miss. Leverett with that off-speed pitch. Man, he is fooling everybody today. Way out in front was Espino. And the count moves 2-2. Leverett has to focus on the batter now. He knows that there's a chance that Clark can run, but instead he strikes him out swinging, and Adam Leverett gets strikeout number 7, strikes out the side, and strands a runner on here in the bottom of the 4th. So to the 5th we go. Who is going to score first at Delta Dental Stadium?
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Top of the 5th inning, man, these pitchers have been making quick work on either side. Adam Leverett has just allowed 3 hits, and Max Castillo has just allowed 4, so pretty quiet night on either side. Who is going to score first as we head into the top of the 5th? It's Jack Conley here. Conley flew out to right his first time up. He takes the first pitch below the knees. There's a high pop-up. Shallow center field, backing up Lantigua. He's called off by the right fielder Espino, and there is 1. Here's the number 9 hitter, Jonathan Guzman, who walked back in the 3rd inning. Second time up today. Steps into the righty batter's box. Middle infielders playing back. Corner infielders playing in. Now, I was watching during infield-outfield practice today, and everybody was practicing, especially the PFPs, the pitchers fielding practice. They were practicing for the R-Phils to bunt and how they would pick that up, toss it over to whichever base they needed, most likely first. But obviously, they have seen what the Fightin' Phils have been doing with the small ball angle, especially faster players like Guzman or Hunter Marquardt yesterday, and trying to, really get themselves practiced up on the Reading bunt opportunities as Guzman takes ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Just at the knees for a strike, and the count is now full. So we haven't seen anybody bunt for Reading as of yet, but certainly possible if the opportunity arises. Manager Sean Williams has been having them practice that as Guzman chases for strike 3. And there is out number 1 here for Max Castillo. Out number 2 for Castillo as we go back to the top of the order here with Vito Friscia. Friscia has really excelled this season, and honestly, it's been awesome to follow his journey. Last year, he was basically the fill-in catcher, transition from all of the affiliates, coming up whenever anybody was needed, filling in as the bullpen guy. Well, this year starts off as the starting designated hitter, the newer position in the National League, and has really slated himself in clutch situations to the point where he's become the leadoff guy for Reading. And it's nice to see him really develop into a player. Also does first, also does catcher as he pokes this one into right field. It's going to drop in front of Espino, and Reading has a base hit with 2 outs. They've done a lot of scoring, rally time here with 2 outs, so hopeful that with the runner on, Ali Castillo can deliver. He's had 2 hits, a single and a double. What's next in line for the cycle here? He certainly has the speed for it. He is 32 years old, but that does not stop him. You would not know it watching him play baseball. With an open stance in the righty batter's box, Castillo comes set at the waist. Shifting off is Freesia as he takes ball 1. He gets the signs from his manager, Sean Williams, down the third baseline. And now Castillo comes home. Poked off the bat, misplayed by the first baseman Aiello, but he's able to pick it up and step on the bag. So that will do it here in the top of the 5th. Reading strands a runner on. We'll be right back in just a moment, scoreless in the bottom half.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Adam Leverett here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This is turning into a serious pitcher's duel between Leverett and Castillo, as he's only allowed 3 hits, Castillo just 5. And it is Will Robertson who will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Leverett pitches outside for ball 1. Now he comes back and gets a huge swing and a miss. He is really diversifying his changeup here, going super off speed from his mid-90s fastball and blazing it by these hitters. Sets up, glove at the chest. Foul ball back. Robertson fouls it off his foot, hobbling there a little bit, but he seems okay walking it off. Umpire will give him a little extra time. Come out. Maybe he'll brush off the base. Leverett, clean off his cleat. And waiting for him to be ready. As he gets back in the lefty batter's box, he steps back as far as he possibly can. Honestly, very close to Logan O'Hoppe. And he stays alive with the foul ball back. The count will stay 1-2. Of course, the Sixers won yesterday. They beat the Raptors, so they are on to the next round of the playoffs, which was very impressive. Talking about the Phillies playing the Mets today. Hopefully there's no controversy. As Leverett comes home, fly ball deep to right. Ortiz has no choice but to look back and watch it sail into the parking lot. Will Robertson breaks this game open, a solo shot to right, and New Hampshire leads 1-0. Leverett has been dominant all game, just missed on one pitch there, and suddenly New Hampshire is in the lead. Certainly just 1-0. Not too big of a lead, but nobody out here for Ryan Gold. Philadelphia traveling to Citizens Bank Park. It's 0-0 in the top of the second. First pitch swinging strike by Ryan Gold. And a second pitch down and away he takes for strike number 2. Aaron Nola, the former Fightin on the mound. 1 inning clean of work as Leverett comes home in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alec Bohm batting .326 this season. It has been really impressive since that first week at Citizens Bank Park. Bryce Harper has started to pick it up, although he's in the designated hitter spot, and Didi Gregorius has been as well. Here's the 1-2 fouled back by Gold. He'll stay alive. Of course, checking on some of our other affiliates today, Lehigh Valley out in Scranton against the AA Yankees. They won 11-3 in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Game 2 going on right now, but what a dominant win over the Yankees. This ball sent out to right field. Gold connects, another solo shot by the Fisher Cats, and they lead 2-0 here. Back-to-back homers against Adam Leverett. And both of these players hitting their first of the season consecutively. Certainly not the way Leverett has looked this entire game. And that's unfortunate. But just a 2-run lead. And so he'll look for out number 1 here against John Aiello, the number 9 hitter. And we'll see a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry, here. I mean, Leverett has done just about everything right up until this moment here. He looks a little frustrated with himself stepping off the mound there. He's been near perfection since this inning and just misses on 2 pitches with the wind blowing out to right, which is unfortunate. First mound visit for Reading, so will give us time to check in on Jersey Shore's game here. They are down 2-0 against Aberdeen. Still early on, though. Top of the 4th. And the Iron Pigs just beginning their second game of the doubleheader here against Scranton. So we'll keep you updated on all of that. Phillies away, but not too far away, as are all the rest of the affiliates this week. So Logan O'Hoppe heads back behind the plate. Matt Hockenberry back to the dugout. And with the lefty John Aiello, tough go here for Adam Leverett, just looking for the first out here in the 5th. Check his pitch count up to 72. And there is somebody now throwing in the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. Foul ball into the dugout. 0-2 the count. This is about as long as they let Leverett. A ball comes loose. The pitch is in for a ball, and they've got to get that one back behind the plate. Came rogue from the Fightin's bullpen, and that's kind of the tough part about having the bullpens on the field. We do have that at America's Classic Ballpark as well, so you guys know the tough life of minor league baseball. Not a lot of money, not a lot of space. So oftentimes the bullpen is on the field, and that's something we have to work with at First Energy Stadium as well. Doesn't impact the game here. Leverett's got 2 strikes on Aiello. Up the middle, nobody's there. A base hit for Aiello, and the misery continues here for Adam Leverett. Man, he has been so dominant here, and just looking for an out in the 5th. New Hampshire leads 2-0. as they go back to the top of the order with Tanner Morris. Now with a runner on first, a pitch could get a double play. You can see Ali Castillo out at second, motioning to Guzman. Be ready for this. As Leverett does induce some ground balls, there's the first pitch to Morris for a strike. Takes a deep breath, comes home. Change-up speed falling down to 79 here. Runner on first, nobody out. Looks to me like Austin Ross down there. Ground ball left side, it gets by Rio. Runners will advance, and there's 2 on and nobody out. Here's Rafael Lantigua with nobody out and 2 runners on. Lantigua, just 2 RBIs under his belt here, will step on the righty batter's box. We'll see how much longer Sean Williams gives Adam Leverett here, trusting in his starter, who has been pretty fantastic for this entire game. Signs of bunt, the pitch is way outside. Good snag by O'Hoppe. Both Rio and Corridor at first coming in quickly, just looking for 1 out if they can get it, as the sun begins to set here at Delta Dental Stadium. Baseball under the lights. Friday night lights. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 91 off of Leverett. Decent crowd here on Pop Culture Night in Manchester, New Hampshire. Certainly nothing like the fan support that we see at First Energy Stadium, as he kicks and fires a little bit low. Aiello on second, Morris on first, nobody out. The Fisher Cats lead 2-0. He'll look back at second. Now he's going to come home. Ground ball left side, this could be 2. From his knees, Rio on to first. And that is a big pitch by Adam Leverett to get the double play. Aiello moves to third, but he's honestly an afterthought after getting those 2 outs. And Rio doing that from his knees was very impressive, not to waste the time to stand up. So 2 on the board, a runner 90 feet from home here from De Los Santos. And Logan O'Hoppe is going to come out to talk to Leverett here. But it doesn't look like Sean Williams is coming in. So infield wants to work through this together as everybody comes in. And Jalen Ortiz now is going to come over and talk to Stokes in center. Poor Jack Conley's alone out there and left. No clue what they're talking about as the meeting at the mound breaks up. The team in really good spirits wants to get out of this inning with only 2 runs across. Not that much damage done as we're at about the midway point of this ball game. O'Hoppe gives the signs to his team. And now De Los Santos will head back to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch outside. Good snag by O'Hoppe. The Fisher Cats, 2 runs on 7 hits. Reading, no runs on 5 hits. Bottom of the 5th. Here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Pitch number 83 for Adam. He gets a swing and a miss, and the count moves to 1-1. I would imagine that this is his last batter. Either way, Sean hasn't let anybody over 90 early on in the season. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball left side on 2 hops. Rio over to first. And Leverett gets himself out of a jam. Just 2 runs across the board. Solo shots from Robertson and Gold makes New Hampshire on top here. But Reading will have an opportunity to put some offense of their own up in the top of the 6th in just a moment.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment...
Well, Reading's down 2-0 here. Going into the top of the 6th inning, solo home runs by Robertson and Ryan Gold off Adam Leverett. But that was the extent of the damage. Certainly could have been much more with 2 on. And nobody out, got a big double play. And so here's Jalen Ortiz. Top of the 6th. Makes it 3-1 with the ball inside. Ortiz 0 for 2 on the day. Reading does have 5 hits under their belt. And he takes a swinging strike for strike number 2. Still Max Castillo out on the mound, up to 74 pitches here. Saw manager Cesar Martin allow a starter the other day to get up to 94. Haven't seen anybody get into triple digits yet. And so Ortiz will come up here with a full count. Castillo deals inside, ball 4. Reading has a runner on. And now anybody who steps to the plate with a runner on represents the tying run. So here is Logan O'Hoppe, Reading in the heart of their order with O'Hoppe, Corridor, and Rijo. Any one of these players can send a ball outside the stadium. There is somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Fisher Cats. And so O'Hoppe settles in. Now he calls time. Nobody can decide who's ready. But he'll step in with Ortiz out on first. Nobody out here. Top 6. Castillo gets the sign, sends it home. Called strike on the outside corner. O'Hoppe, a multi-hit game yesterday. Looking to continue his on-base streak, 0 for 2 in this contest right now. Ortiz shuffles off first. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Jalen's had just 2 stolen bases on the season. For a big guy, definitely has some speed on him. with some power. Looks to get a good jump here against Castillo. The righty has his back to first, kicks and fires to Ohapi, and just misses outside. Good take there by Logan. Does not strike out very much. Certainly a patient hitter at the plate. More walks than strikeouts this season. As he awaits the 1-2. Line drive past Morris. Ortiz is going to hold up on second, and suddenly Reading has 2 on and nobody out. Big push here by the Fightin' Phils. The 6th inning has been their best inning so far this season. They've had 13 runs scored in the 6th inning. And this is the 6th, so we'll see if they can get the job done with the tying run out on first, the go-ahead at the plate in Aldrum corridor. And then the heavy hitter Wendell Rijo on deck. There's the strike inside. Corridor 0 for 2 today. He's only had 1 hit in a Fightin' Phils uniform after joining the team on this road trip, so certainly just settling into the Phillies organization. Does have experience with the Eastern League. Lays down a perfect bunt up the third base line. That'll go in as a sacrifice bunt as he pushes the runners forward. And honestly, took a first regular hack and then threw off the fielders with a bunt attempt. And I think that worked out really well, only able to turn 1. And so Reading has 2 runners in scoring position here for Wendell Rijo. Rijo leads the team in RBIs as he steps into the righty batter's box. Ortiz on third, Ohapi on second. Certainly anything that gets behind the catcher Gold will score a run here. The Fightin' Phils down by 2 in the top of the 6th. Nobody keeping either of these runners on. Castillo wants to go after the batter. There's another ball. Somebody is throwing for the Fisher Cats. I'm not sure if they're going to let Castillo get out of this inning, if they'll give him one more batter, or what's the situation. Austin Ross is up and throwing for Reading here. Do believe that the day is done for starter Adam Leverett. Castillo kicks and fires. Rijo pokes it down the first base line. This will score a run. An unassisted play by Aiello, but that'll give Rijo a team-leading 11 RBIs as Ortiz scores and cuts the Fisher Cats' lead in half. It's 2-1 New Hampshire. So 2 outs on the board here. Logan Ohapi now on third. And here is Madison Stokes, who's take back-to-back strikeouts looking. First pitch below the knees is a ball. Castillo up to 85 pitches here. Infield back deep with 2 outs on the board. Stokes awaiting the pitch. Right down the middle, the count 1-1. Reading 1 run on 6 hits. New Hampshire 2 runs on 7 hits. Pretty clean out in the field on either side. Castillo comes set at the waist, gives a nod to Ohapi. A chopper off the bat of Stokes that trickles into the dugout. And that's good enough for strike number 2. Wind has died down just a tad out there. The flag's still blowing in from left field. Not as stiff as they once were, but certainly very, very cold out there. Stokes holds off, down and away. Bus driver Eric, a big supporter of the team, down right by the Fightin's dugout, always rooting them on. Appreciate his taking us everywhere we go this season with Klein Transportation. 1-2 down and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield, back deep, Morris really paying no mind to Logan O'Hoppe on third. He is waiting for something to get past the catcher. Stokes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on the board. Castillo is going to take a step off, and there is 1 in the at-bat. Stokes, 2 home runs on the season. None of them at this trip. The payoff pitch, a swinging strike 3, and that'll do it. Reading will strand a runner on, not before they plate 1, so they trail the Fisher Cats by just 1 going into the bottom of the 6th. Should see Austin Ross in just a minute.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
A call to the bullpen here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Starter Adam Leverett passes the ball over to Austin Ross. The final line on Leverett. Pretty impressive start. 5 innings of work, 7 hits, 2 runs, both of those on the back-to-back solo shots, as Ross sends a first pitch strike here into Zach Cook. No walks and a season-high 7 strikeouts on 85 pitches. That's the longest outing we've seen by a Fightin' Phil as of yet. So we'll see Austin Ross here in relief as he gets another strike out of Zach Cook. Ross joined us from the FCL maybe a week and a half ago and was pretty solid in his first relief appearance. Looking forward to watching him pitch. Honestly, one of my favorites on the team. And an absolute pool shark as he gets Cook to foul it back. Got to see Ross over spring training, talking to him about how different things were in the system, about how different the strength and conditioning was, focused a lot more on sprints, And that really works for his style, especially for bullpen guys who get one or two, high leverage innings of work and really work through that adrenaline. And I'm glad to see him back here with the Fightin' Phils as he gets a strikeout for out number 1 here to Cook in the 6th. Pass the bat over to Phil Clark with 1 away. Phillies Mets still 0-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Aaron Nola dealing there. Lehigh Valley in game 2 of their doubleheader against Scranton. They're just starting things off in the top of the 1st. Bryson Stott leading off for Reading. Line drive foul will be good enough for strike number 1. Jersey Shore trails Aberdeen 3-0. They're in the bottom of the 5th. Tomorrow, big day for the pitching prospects in the Philadelphia system. Both Mick Abel and Andrew Painter are the Saturday starters for Clearwater and Jersey Shore, so we'll be able to keep an eye on them as Ross misses outside. So looking forward to seeing that, as both of them have been absolutely impressive, making, honestly, MLB news with how well they've been doing. Pop up left side, Conley coming over, Rijo coming over. Is anybody going to get to it? Jack does in fair territory. And look at that speed by the catcher in left. Makes the grab. And there's 2. So here is Sebastian Espino with nobody on and 2 outs. Ground ball deep in the hole at third. Rijo from all the way across the diamond. What a bullet by the third baseman. And a nice quick 3 up, 3 down from Austin Ross. Puts the Fightin' Phils right back up to bat. Top of the 7th, down by 1 here at Delta Dental Stadium.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Jack Conley to lead us off here in the top of the 7th inning, as we have a pitching change. Starter Max Castillo went 6 innings of work, 6 hits, just 1 run, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. So honestly, really good stints by both of these starters. And they gave him 90 pitches as Jack Conley takes the first pitch. Ball down and away. Reading trails 2-1 to New Hampshire here as we get into the back third of this game. And there's a ball outside. Jason Ubaez, the pitcher for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, a big leg kick. Conley looked like he didn't mean to make contact there, but he does. Rolls up the first baseline foul. Ubaez, first appearance in this game, comes in with a 6.57 ERA. 8 1/3 innings of work. 12 hits, 7 runs, about as many walks to strikeouts as Connolly rips this one down the third baseline, the exact opposite direction, but it's still foul. And so he'll keep his count. Righty on righty matchup. Ubaez gets the sign from his catcher. Now he comes home to Conley, checks his swing. Doesn't matter, it's a called strike 3. Jack not too happy about that call. He'll head back into the dugout with out number 1. And here is Jonathan Guzman. Ubaez really leaning forward while he gets the sign. Goes outside first pitch. Signed as an undrafted free agent back in 2020. So only been playing professional baseball for 2 years. Ground ball to the second baseman. There's an easy out, number 2. Reading will go to the top of the order with Vito Freesia. Last summer, split time between rookie ball and A ball, but did get the start here in Double-A, so skipped the high A level in Vancouver. Just 21 years old. They think he can handle it here. He's got 2 outs in the 7th as Freesia takes a big swinging strike, 92 on the radar gun to Ubaez. The righty steps back, kicks and fires down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Reading has 1 run on 6 hits, New Hampshire 2 runs on 7 hits. Very close contest as it has been all game as Freesia takes a strike on the inside. Infield, outfield, back deep. They seem to have hit a homer in 2 games this season. Wild pitch gets by goal. Doesn't really make such a difference. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ubaez set at the waist. The 2-2 pitch in the dirt, a full count here to Freesia. Waiting in the on-deck circle, Ali Castillo here. If Freesia should get on base, and he does with a ball 4 above the letters, so he'll walk down to first. His 3rd time on the bases today, and with a runner on, the tying run on first, Ali Castillo draws something in the dirt with the end of his bat. Have to talk to him about that when I see him next, and steps into the batter's box with 2 outs on the board. Castillo already a 2-hit day here. Takes a called strike on the outside corner. Looks down the third baseline, gets the signs from his manager, Sean Williams. He's been in the system before. Knows Sean, knows the Phillies. Pop up down the right field line. It's going to end up on the roof. And he's down 0-2. Runner on, 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch, down and away. And Castillo will stay alive. On the third base side of the rubber, Ubaez kicks and fires another ball to Castillo. He's already walked Freesia, who represents the tying run. Reading down 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. Leading this series 2-1 overall. Ubaez bends completely at the waist to get the signs. Freesia not likely to take second unless the opportunity is presented, but Castillo chases down and away for strike 3, and that will end the inning as Reading strands another runner on the base pass. To the bottom half we go. Stretch time here at Delta Dental Stadium. We'll take a quick break for Austin Ross to warm up down 2-1.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
New Hampshire leads Reading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. Good stretch time here at Delta Dental Stadium as Austin Ross comes back for another inning of work. Will Robertson set to lead it off. He'll face the 7, 8, 9 guys in Robertson, Gold, and Aiello. Set them down in order in the 6th. See if he can do it in the 7th and keep his team in this contest. Very close matchup the entire game as he sends a first pitch strike to Robertson. He hit a solo shot in the 5th, and so did Ryan Gold, and that's what put the Fisher Cats up 2-1 here. Glove at the chest. Ross kicks and fires at the knees. And there is a strike, too. Reading just 6 hits. New Hampshire 7. Cold and windy night here in Manchester. Man, I don't think anybody is not wishing this weather was a little bit warmer. Moonshot upstairs in an elevator shaft. Coming in is Ortiz. He makes the catch in shallow right field. And there is out number 1 for Austin Ross. Here is Ryan Gold. He had that other homer. Not against Ross, though against Adam Leverett. First pitch in the dirt for a ball. Tomorrow's game, another 6:35 start. Here at Delta Dental Stadium Sunday, a 1:30 game. don't have the pitching matchups for you as of yet. I would have to assume it'll be either Jack Perkins or a bullpen game for the Fightins against the righty, Hayden Hayden Yinger. Ross kicks and fires the 2-0 at the knees for a called strike. Warming up in the bullpen as the ground ball's shot to third. Riho has been making all the plays over there. That's why they call it the hot corner. Good backup by Ohapi. Man, he's all the way at first already. And there is out number 2 here for John Aiello. Aiello spent last season in Vancouver with their high A. After playing in college at Wake Forest, he was the number 3 overall recruit in the state of Pennsylvania. And the number 2 ranked shortstop. So very impressive when he was drafted back in 2018. Swing and a miss as Ross goes off speed down to 74. Ohapi dusting off the plate with his hand. You don't often see the catcher dust it off. Usually the umpire takes their little broom to it, but Ohapi takes some time for Ross, brushes it off with his hand. And he'll step back behind the plate, waiting for the pitch from Ross. Looking for out number 3 and a called strike 3 just outside. Tried to frame it really well, quietly pull it back in, but doesn't get the call. So continue with the 1-2. Roped foul. And we'll continue this at bat. Lots of kids going for the foul ball. Corridor is going to toss it into the stand. We'll see who ends up getting it. There's a fight for the best souvenir in all of sports. So Aiello steps back in the lefty batter's box. Here's the 1-2 from the righty Ross. Softly hit to second. Castillo over. Another 1-2-3. Quick inning of work from Ross. Reading down 2-1. They'll be up to bat in the top of the 8th in a moment.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Top of the 8th here, another pitching change for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats here, as Unger, they just gave 1 inning of work, pretty clean, didn't allow anything on the board. 1 inning of work, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts for a total of 18 pitches. And here is number 34, Trey Cumby. Cumby will see the heart of the order in Ortiz, Ohapi, and Corridor, Reading down just 1 run. And a first pitch swinging strike from Ortiz. He scored the only run of the day for Reading. Walked and crossed the board on a ground ball by Rijo. Ortiz fouls that one back for strike 2. Somebody asking about the state of Matt Kroon. So Kroon had a knee injury back in the first series. He was getting a second opinion last I heard about that knee injury, but might have to get surgery. Not confirmed, not sure, so we'll have to report back when I know more, but not with the team out at the Florida complex right now, as Jalen Ortiz takes a swinging strike for out number 1 here as Logan Ohapi comes up. Anybody that steps up to the plate represents the tying run for Reading as they are down by 1 here. High and tight to Ohapi as he takes a ball. He's had one of Reading's 6 hits today. And there's a strike at the knees. In a very close game, New Hampshire not taking any risks here. 1 inning for everybody who works, as this is lined into foul territory for strike 2 for Logan Ohapi. Cumby comes in with a 13.5 ERA and 4 2/3 innings of work, so a good opportunity for Reading to capitalize on a guy who has struggled in his first couple of outings. Lefties have a much better time against him, and Reading has Corridor, a lefty, in the on-deck circle. Ohapi stays alive with the foul ball back. Originally signed as a free agent for the Toronto Blue Jays in 2022, he was released by the Bowling Green Hot Rods. Right after the season, and the Hot Rods actually won the championship last season. They are affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, so that's where he spent the beginning of his professional career after being drafted in 2018 in the 13th round. Cumby, home to Ohapi inside ball 2. Also played collegiately at the University of Houston. Makes sense. He's a Texas native. Here's the 2-2. Ohapi tied up on the inside. It's fouled onto the roof. And we'll go again. Reading just looking for anybody on the base pass here. Down 2-1 as we get really into the back half of this ball game. Cumby. Lefty comes home inside. It's a full count. With nobody on the bases out of the stretch, he faces towards home. Towards his catcher, Gold. Then as he steps with his right leg, he turns his body, kicks and fires inside to Ohapi. And after a check swing is ruled a no-go. Ohapi walks his way down to first, so Reading has the tying run on the base pass and the go-ahead run in the form of Aldrin Corridor, a lefty who's 0 for 3 today up in the batter's box. Certainly, Corridor has the power in him, just looking for it to connect here. And now, of course, would be the perfect time. On deck, Wendell Rijo and then Madison Stokes. Just one out on the board here, top of the 8th. Corridor takes the first pitch strike. Out of the stretch, a little different for Cumby. Just stands on the third base side of the rubber facing first. The lefty whizzes 90 by Corridor. And there's strike number 2. Keeping a close eye on Ohapi, who has a team-high 3 stolen bases this season. Obviously, I don't think he's going to take a lot of risk here, but certainly if the opportunity presents himself, he'll get into scoring position. Corridor pokes this down the left field line, and it drops just foul. A great piece of hitting if he can move it over about a foot or two to the right. And instead, he'll walk back up to the batter's box with an 0-2 count. Ohapi on first, 1 away. Reading has a bullpen pitcher warming up. Ross had 2 clean innings of work, so he'll pass the ball off. The 0-2, a called strike 3 to Corridor, and he knew it as he walks back into the dugout with out number 2. And it'll all rest on Wendell Rijo here with a runner on. Rijo has been in the clutch for so many games this season. I mean, going back to the first series when he walked it off for Reading at home with a home run in the bottom of the 9th, but even since then, tying it up again and again in the 9th. And looking to keep things moving here with 2 outs, he takes a strike inside. Ohapi, of course, with 2 outs, will be running on contact at first. Cumby gives him a little look. Here's the 0-1. Checks his swing, but he makes contact into the Fisher Cats dugout for strike number 2. Cumby's gotten ahead in lots of these counts. Reading has been battling him. New Hampshire 2. Reading 1 here, top of the 8th. Runner on and 2 outs. Cumby looks over at Ohapi. He's actually going to throw over there. The catcher dives back in time. Reading has just 4 outs left in this ball game. Of course, the home team will bat in the bottom of the 9th if necessary. Reading hoping to make that necessary. Once again, waiting for the 0-2. The pitch to Rijo. Ground ball up the middle. They're going to make the easy play at second to get the force out on Ohapi. And that will do it. Reading strands a runner on the base pass. As we go into the bottom of the 8th, New Hampshire keeps their 2-1 lead here at Delta Dental Stadium.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family-owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Into the bottom of the 8th as Reading makes a pitching change. Austin Ross hands the ball over to Julian Garcia here, down by just 1 run. Looking to keep it tight, looking to keep it close as New Hampshire's in the top of the order with Tanner Morris. First pitch ball here into Morris now. Reading will have just 3 outs in the top of the 9th to go, since New Hampshire is leading right now. Garcia gets the sign. Ross, a really good line in relief as he sends a pitch in the dirt. 2 innings of work, nothing across, and 1 strikeout. And he did it all on 22 pitches. It's about as good as you can get for a reliever. And there is ball 4. So Morris will walk down to first on a free pass from Garcia. Does set them up for the double play opportunity here as Rafael Antigua will come up. One and one the count to Antigua. Pitch comes in below the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike. Morris has stolen 1 base this season. This ball is sent out to center field. Stokes tracking it inwards, and he makes the catch. A big out number 1 here for Garcia as the bat is passed to Luis De Los Santos. De Los Santos steps in the righty batter's box. Morris still on first, but 1 out on the board. Pitch down and away for ball 1. Hoping to see some better weather this weekend. Sunday should be 60s and sunny, which is amazing that I'm calling that a great summer day. As De Los Santos takes another pitch inside. There's 1 in the dirt. 3-0 here, the count. Garcia already walked Morris down to first. Here's the pitch. A strike. De Los Santos thought that was a ball and headed halfway down to first before he had to come back. Crew Chief Louis Krupa making the call there. Runner going. Here's the 3-1 inside. Ohapi can't throw it down to second. It doesn't matter. The runner's going over there no matter what. As De Los Santos walks down to first on a free pass. There's 2 on and 1 out here for Zach Cook. Checking in on the Phillies, they are still tied 0-0, bottom of the 5th inning against the New York Mets. Iron Pigs trailed 1-0 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. They took the first game. And the Blue Claws trail 3-1 against Aberdeen. DJ Stewart, an RBI single. Ground ball, trying to turn 2. They're only going to be able to get the runner at second. It was just too slow off the bat, no mind to anybody else. So Zach Cook reaches on a fielder's choice as Morris gets to third. 4-6, force out to De Los Santos if you're charting this along with me. And there's 2 outs and runners on the corners here for Phil Clark. First pitch downstairs. Ball 1. And I guess he hit him with a pitch there. So Garcia will load the bases. Now on a hit by pitch as Clark gets a free pass. Cook to second. And Morris on third. Sebastian Espino with the bases loaded here. And 2 outs on the board. And Ohapi's going to take a trip down to talk to Julian Garcia real quick. Infield, outfield backing up here, just trying to get the final out. And the first pitch outside. Garcia, 2 walks and a hit batter have loaded the bases. And just trying to get out of this inning clean as he gets a big swinging strike to Espino. Big swing and a miss, and Julian Garcia gets out of a jam with the bases loaded on a strikeout. And that will do it here in the 8th. Reading will have 3 more at-bats, down by just 1 run here in the top of the 9th at Delta Dental Stadium.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium and our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Reading has 3 final outs here in the top of the 9th, down 2-1 from New Hampshire here as Madison Stokes will start us off here, stepping in the righty batter's box. And he takes a first pitch breaking ball down and away for ball 1. A pitching change for the Fisher Cats. as Stokes takes another ball downstairs. The final line on Cumbie, 1 inning of work, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, a total of 19 pitches. As Stokes anxiously awaits the 2-0 count, chases for strike 3. This is Marcus Reyes, the New Jersey native. Well, his number makes him Marcus Reyes. That makes more sense. It is Parker Caracci. He's a righty since Reyes is a lefty. That didn't make any sense to me. But Parker Caracci out on the third base side of the rubber here, fighting against Madison Stokes. The first time that we see Caracci in this series, and there is a called strike 3, and Madison Stokes, a tough day at the plate, has struck out 4 times. Here's Jack Conley now. Reading has 2 outs here, but everybody that comes up to the plate represents the tying run for the R-Phils. Caracci, a 9.53 ERA and 5 2/3 innings of work. Started the season with New Hampshire last year. Did have some appearances in Double-A, but spent most of the year with High-A Vancouver. Fly ball out to center by Conley. Cook is all over this in center field, and he makes the catch there too. And now it all falls on the shoulder of Jonathan Guzman here. Parker Caracci, a product of Ole Miss, might know James MacArthur, who was a player there himself. Caracci, though, pitched and was drafted in the 21st round of 2017. A closer, really proficient in these types of high leverage situations. Kind of keeps his glove very far from his chest as he goes down and away to Guzman. Not tight. Most of the guys have it tight to their chest, but he kind of bends his arms, keeping it about 6 inches or so away from his chest, pushing it out further as he kicks and fires down and away again. New Hampshire leading 2 runs on 7 hits, Reading 1 run on 6 hits here, top of the 9th. Of course, in this situation, the Fisher Cats will not have to battle in the bottom of the 9th. Ground ball. Guzman trying to beat out the pitcher, but he cannot as the first baseman flips it to the covering Caracci, and New Hampshire snaps the R-Phils win streak as they fall 2-1. What a dominant pitching game on either side. A very close contest. Fisher Cats win 2-1. The series is tied at 2 apiece. So game number 5 of the set comes tomorrow, 6:35 start here at Delta Dental Stadium. Fans, Emily Messina bringing you all the action today from Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanks for joining me as the Fisher Cats win